All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, and BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes are the root cause of Boudoir low-click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So it's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that $3,700 a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the $3,700 a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only $6,300 a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it is wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate. We can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at $1,600 a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So $8,600 a month in savings. Literally, what's that? 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in Saw his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasted 37%, wasted 84%, wasted 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. All right, so looking at this one. So first thing I'm looking at is the creative. So we've got the looks like an ad mistake here. They don't have anything below the creativeness, so that's good. So we got the look like an ad mistake here. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that our Boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad. And that's because all the other Boudoir Facebook ads we've seen, they're making this mistake as well. They look like ads, but everyone cannot be wrong, can they? Well, every Boudoir Facebook ad that I've seen on the back end that I've tested myself, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, a unique CTRL under 6%. That's because everyone's, making the same mistakes as everyone else. So this mistake is going to cause way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, let's check this out. Look at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook, newsfeed mobile. So here's what we got. See more headline. You're invited. Join our 40 over 40 Boudoir movement. Business Boudoir 40. All right. So we got like one element of context here, 1 point of context. Yeah, it's just a lack of context mistake. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is, yeah, we thought our headline was good enough to pull in a large, efficient number of the correct women, with our Facebook ad spend. But now the way this is being done, we're gonna have way, way, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at all this, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6% and therefore has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So I believe, yeah, the unique CTRL of this one. My diagnosis is that yes, it most likely does have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking out into the marketplace, seeing it get more and more saturated. It seems like when someone gets a new iPhone, every single day, someone's throwing up a new Google My Business profile up on Google Maps, saying they do boudoir photography, or they get a new camera, they're posting the mom groups on Facebook saying they do boudoir photo shoots, and you see it's just getting, more and more competitive, more saturated, more boudoir photographers, and you're seeing, inflation, cost of living rise. So you've you've seen that, so you've actually already been optimizing your business, pulling more profit out of other places in the business, becoming more optimized, same effort, more results type of things, or even less effort, same results, less input, same results. And you have seen what our Boudoir Pico solution can do for others. So spend 10 grand a month on average. It'll approximately save, be able to eliminate 5K a month in wasted ad spend back into your pocket, approximately 60 grand over the next 12 months. And if you want that result with Boudoir Pico, because you want to achieve pre-click alignment, so you become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and you achieve Boudoir brain entry boost with your Boudoir Facebook ads, because you need that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake, new patient inquiries. And I will, well, I'm not open for inquiry, not open for new patient intake right now. My DMs are closed. But if we are able to, well, when I do open up for new patient intake, DM me and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.